Hey guys, the section of violence here. Wow. I don't know, man. I'm just a happy man. Man, I kind of want to start from the bottom, the top, but I can't. I'm gonna start at the bottom. We'll get our way to the top. It's a happy days for all the dog. Um, I want to say some words, but they get demonetized really easily on YouTube. So I'm gonna just say the guy who's too friendly with dogs got absolutely bullied for 5 rounds, and even after the fight, he had to ask him not to roast him. Man, Adesanya is broken. I don't think we'll ever see him fight the same. His mental game is just like he's always gonna be that nerd in class that just gets picked on. He's very talented, but he's just weird and nerdy, and he has his victim mentality, and I just I love Adesanya's fighting skills. I'm a fan of him, but man, not a good look. Not a good look. Especially for all that stuff you talk, saying how this should be easy. No, there's levels and all this. Well, that was quite embarrassing to be honest. But yeah, let's start off at the bottom. We got Kevin Doucette versus Kiefer Crosby. So Kiefer Crosby, I said it in the breakdown, he's a bum, and I gave him too much respect. I should have hammered Kevin Doucette. I didn't. It is what it is. There's a lot of hammer spots that I knew I should have hammered, but I didn't. I'm not gonna get into bad habits, man, because anything can happen. It easily could have been a night of screw ups. So I'm happy it went the way it did, but you can't expect it to happen like that. But yeah, Kevin Doucette, man, what a beast. No, actually, we don't truly know how good he is until he fights someone good, because Kiefer Crosby is horrible. But yeah, good win for him. I don't know what to think about him, like moving forward. Let's see. I don't know. Let's give him Goff or Quinlan. I think that makes the most sense. Next, moving on, we have Gabriel Miranda versus Shane Young. Again, another bum, man. Like I don't know why you guys continually play bums. It's just how it is. Like you don't play bums. I've learned the hard way. Don't bet on bums. And the CKB is a team that's not that great. Gabriel Miranda got the win. Um, yeah, you see, Miranda got the win. I think Miranda's a very, very dangerous opponent, but I just don't think he's elite. Maybe he is, but I don't think he is. I think he should fight Francis Marshall, see how good he is. Um, yeah, I think that's a cool next fight for him. Moving on, we have Charles Radke taking on Mike Mathetha. Radke, my word. Um, yeah, you couldn't get him down. Not a good look. If you can't get Mike Mathetha down, what are you gonna do if you're gonna fight someone good? Not a good look. He looks pretty basic. He has boxing. He's got some jiu-jitsu. I don't rate him at all. Definitely not gonna be. I'm gonna take that into mind for his next fight. Maybe Mathetha looked better though, because his takedown defense did look pretty good. His cardio looked pretty good. Striking was decent. He was just fighting dirty. He was grabbing the cage. He was landing illegal knees to the groin. He got a point taken away, which really sealed the fate of the fight. He was gonna lose anyways, but man, the guy is just not good. 3-3 now. Definitely getting cut. It is what it is. Radke, you should. I swear this is no pun intended. I think you should fight Fugit next. No pun intended. I know you had some choice words on the mic afterwards, but no pun intended. I think you should fight Fugit next or Hafez. Hafez would probably be a more logical next step, but we'll see. Moving on. We had Malorky, or no, it wasn't Malarkey. It was Hack Press taking on Landon Quinones. Quinones, he actually earned my respect. So he's actually pretty tough. I think he's gonna get put away eventually, but he's got a decent chin. Um, he put on a dogfight. He fought for us. I can't knock him for that. He wanted out of there a few times, but Nasserat, for some reason, can't finish a sandwich, let alone he's a one punch KO type of guy. I thought he could accumulate finish Quinones, but nah. Quinones is pretty tough, I guess, and Ross, he's got to work on that. But yeah, he couldn't deal with leg kicks that well. Quinones was chopping that leg up, and Nasrat was freaking done. Like it was done. Like at one point with his legs, but he just kept that Terminator mindset, and would like what he would do is Frost told him to like stay stay orthodox, and then once he's into range, then he can switch to southpaw. Because he's getting chewed up. But yeah, moving on. Jamie Malarkey versus, or yeah, I forgot. Hackross. I think you should fight Kutladze next. I think that'd be a cool next fight for you. Malarkey versus McDessie. Close fight. I thought Malarkey won. Optics won. Home country won. I think Malarkey did enough. It was a really close fight, and I really don't like how chinny he is. But he's always gonna. I think he's gonna be a journeyman. Malarkey's nothing special. He's just not the worst fighter I've ever seen. So definitely a good win for Malarkey, but at the same time, the guy's 38. You should be getting these guys out of there looking a little better. It's not getting dropped in round two near finish. So I don't know about near finish, but yeah, Jamie Malarkey got the win. I see him fighting maybe Rafa Garcia next. I think that'd be a cool next fight. I don't know if he has a fight already, but moving on. We had Jack Jenkins taking on Shepe Mariscal. So I was going to be on Shepe, but he was getting beat up, and anyone who's claiming that he wasn't is lying. The grappling, obviously, we didn't even really get to see it get started. Um, Cheppy had some good moments on against the cage, landing knees, but really nothing happened. Jack Jenkins, in my opinion, was cruising. The legs were done by Marescal. He was already feeling the leg kicks. Sucks for Jack. His grappling. It's just the Aussies, man. They can't they don't know how to grapple, especially these rugby players. Like they don't know how to grapple. Volk's the only one knows how to grapple, and then Malena isn't bad, but man, jacked out Madalena. I mean, Jack Jenkins with the elbow dislocation from trying to post when you shouldn't. This is MMA, and this is one of my most scariest injuries that I hate, that I'm most least looking forward to. It's crazy, man. But yeah, good win for Shepe, I guess. Nice judo throw, which caused the injury. I don't know. It's a weird injury, so I can't really say good win. But I like Shepe, so congrats, I guess. Shepe, they're not going to reward you for that, unfortunately. So I think they're going to give you a Lucas Alexander next. I think that would make the most sense. Moving on, we have Carlos Ulberg versus Da Un Young. So to be honest, I was not liking Ulberg in this fight. He was not looking good. He landed some decent shots around one, and he was never looking like he was really out of it, but like man, there's times when he was just not looking like he wanted to be there. Like he was looking pretty fatigued, pretty heavy. But he managed to get a second wind, and he looked pretty good in the second and the third. I feel like he won all three rounds. But man, there's an argument at some points where Junk Pit could have landed. He landed some big shots, and this is a weight class where you shouldn't be taking those shots. So definitely gonna be taking that into mind moving forward. But man, what a yeah, Young is not good. He is not good at all. Good win for Ulberg. If I could see who they give him next, it would most likely be Jacoby. I feel like that would probably make the most sense, but you never know. Jacoby is coming off a decent win, I think, so you never know. Tyson Pedro versus Anton the Pleasureman Turkalej. The Turkalej is just not. He's not good. I should have hammered Pedro. I should have hammered um there's Uber. I don't know Uber, but I should. There's a few spots I should have hammered for sure. Good win for Pedro. He was worrying me a little bit with the leg kicks, but Tyson Pedro, man, he's a beast. Once he lands, it's usually night night, or you're in deep trouble. He has power for days, and Pedro put Anton Turkalej out with brutal TK ground and pound into he put him on into out into the freaking I don't even know the galaxy. Like he was seeing some shit. Anyways, sorry guys, it's like 4 a.m. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Austin Lane. I mean, yeah. Tyson Pedro, good win. We're gonna be probably seeing you getting somebody a little higher up, maybe like Petrino or someone. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on, we got Justin the Batman Toffa versus Lane. I'm pissed. This one was a free money spot. I just didn't take it because I was scared. Because Toffa's let me down before, and the loss to Jared Vandera was just staring at me. But Vandera is, I guess, tougher than Lane. Lane is very soy, so should have remembered that. But it is what it is. Batman Taffa versus Acosta next. I think it's a time for a step up in competition. Moving on, we have Manel Kape versus Felipe de Santos. Um, yeah, Cap got the job done. I don't believe Cap looked amazing. He said he came into it with a big injury. I don't know what the injury was, so I can't comment. But he looked okay. He was landing some good shots. He dropped them, almost finished him on a few occasions. But the thing with Cap is he's very hittable, and his hands are down, and his I don't not very hittable, but he's decently hittable, and I do think that he's gonna get chinned again. I think he's been chinned before. I don't know, but I think he can get chinned just from the fact that he just keeps his hands so low. Um, but you never know, man. Manel Cat's very, very talented. We'll see how high his talents take him in the division because he fought a really game opponent in Felipe de Santos. So I'm interested to see who they give Felipe dos Santos, and I'm interested to see who they give Kape. Because if it was up to me, I'd give him Albazi. Moving on, we have Thai Bam Bam Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov. Now this one was another clear spot. I had Volkov. The leg kicks were worrying me though. I did. I have to say, I didn't expect Thai to actually implement that. I knew that was a path to victory. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Um, Thai gave it one more shot. I think he's done, man. Ty is just not an athlete. He is not good. He has no grappling. Like he's outclassed in most of his fights. It is what it is. He's got a puncher's chance. I don't think it's enough anymore. Um, really sucks for Ty. He's a good dude. He just, lacks skill. And Volkov's a huge man with a lot of skill. So good win for Volkov. I called it. I knew he was gonna beat him. It was just unfortunate because I love Tui. So. Volkov versus the winner of Blades versus Almeida. Pretty simple. Can't really see any other outcome. Moving on, we have Strickland versus Adesanya. Finally, I can talk about it. I'm in utter shock. I didn't think he would actually do it. I knew he was capable of it, but I didn't think he would actually do it. Adesanya, it wasn't even if it was a full camp. I actually might have entertained a prediction. But the fact that it was on such short notice, the weight cut was absolutely terrible. Like he did not look healthy at all at the weight cut. I don't know. All I know is this man is a savage. He is a role model. I don't care what people say. Obviously, he has his flaws. I don't rule to look up to everything, of course. There's just some certain aspects about him I look up to him for. I met the guy. He's an amazing guy. I met Izzy too. He was cool to me too. But I got to meet Strickland for an hour, and that was probably one of the best hours of my life. He's a real guy. He's a real one, and he's another champ. I'm so happy for Strickland. He's finally gonna, you know, get taken seriously and not treated like just a clown. Izzy just called him a class clown. Well, guess what? This class clown just freaking embarrassed you. Because now, guess what? Now you can't go to press conferences because you're so embarrassed. You're nearly tearing up in the ring. That's really unfortunate, man. Like after all that stuff you talked, you can't man up and deal with it. Like it's really, really hard to see. I get it's hard because you dug his hole so deep, but and with all the other stuff, I'm sure MMA Guru kind of bodied him this week, so that was probably hard as well to deal with. I really feel for Izzy at some times, but then at the same other times I don't. So it is what it is, though. Izzy, if he wants to get better, he's gonna have to learn how to fight coming forward because he cannot deal with going backwards. Um, man, he broke. He absolutely broke. Strickland is an absolute savage madman, and yeah, you can't underestimate him anymore. He's truly the champion of the world, and honestly, I can't be any happier. 24 units on the night, 10-2 on predictions. Man, I'm just a happy man. It's a great card. Blessed. Honestly, I just can't wait to get some sleep. Honestly, but yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you the next time. We got Dana White Contender Series tomorrow, so I'll get that out. But yeah, guys, until next time, I'll see you.